Matt Shutter. I live on Stony Creek Road. First comment is let people know what's going on with the other candidates and I at Dominelli's on the 11th. We will have our debate at 8 o'clock. And I'd like to make a comment and see where the board's going with this. On the 23rd of last month, I got a phone call from the zoning officer, Dolly. And
Darlene.
I'm sorry.
Her name's Darlene.
Darlene. Okay, Darlene. And she told me I had to take my campaign sign down, that it was too big on Mr. York's property. And I said I refused because I feel it's the First Amendment, Mr. York's First Amendment, and my campaign's First Amendment. And then I was told I need a permit for my sign. And I would like to just the board to be clear on this. There was a Supreme Court case in 1994, a Missouri city of Ladue versus Galileo. The Supreme Court ruled, and this is exactly, the lady had a sign bigger than mine, said that it was an anti-war sign, and the Supreme Court ruled unanimously, I'm sorry, that it was a violation. They tried to have her sign taken down, that it was a violation of her First Amendment right, that it was easier for her than like taking a newspaper ad, and especially because it was political speech, and that it should be protected. Now, there's nothing that the Supreme Court does unanimously.
Let me comment on that, and let me comment clearly and precisely. To address your first concern in regard to the alleged debate, I'd like to, not yet, I'd like to clarify that the advertisement that was put in the Times News was inaccurate. This Board of Supervisors in no way, no how, is sponsoring a debate at Dominelli's. The next suggestion I'd have to the more responsible candidates, I would not participate in a debate that's being held in a local gin mill with a bunch of intoxicated people. That is not the proper forum to have a debate in. Moving on to your second concern, sir. You, as an individual who is running for a political office in Penn Forest Township, should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm going to tell you right out and up front, if you ever come into our township building again and harass my employees in the fashion that you did using obscenities, I will personally call the state police and have you arrested.
I did not use any obscenities.
Is that clear, sir?
Yeah, it's clear, but you know what, sir? You have a private website, and you claim the First Amendment.
That's good.
All right? You better protect the First Amendment and all the other 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights, sir.
Listen, we're talking, we're not screaming here.
You have no right to come into this township building and harass our employees.
I didn't.
These girls don't deserve
I didn't
that
harass
tone
them.
and that language that you
Wait a minute,
use
let
with
me-
them, and
let
I
me
will
finish.
not tolerate that.
Wait a minute, for my help to call me and ask to call the state troopers, I told them they don't only have to call and ask for my permission. They automatically call.
It's fine.
Profanity and aggressiveness. Now, these are women. You're a guy. You come in and get
All I
them.
said to Dawn
I'm just-
was,
I'm
she
just
better
telling
have a
you.
warrant to
I'm
be on my
telling you.
property, and if she doesn't, I will have her arrested.
That's your first thing. Now, here's your second
Okay.
thing is, I checked with PSAC. I already know about your ruling. You didn't state it exactly correctly, but I'm going to make sure you understand what it is. In anything that has to do with the township, right-of-ways, okay? Anything has to do with the state roads, right-of-ways. Township property in any shape or form, you have to follow our ordinance. And our ordinance states,
The fifth-
just wait a minute, just
The
let-
Fifth District
let me
Court
finish.
disagrees.
Let me finish what I'm telling you, okay? Because now you've interrupted me. And I'm telling you for a fact I know what it is. So you have to follow ordinance because it's owned by the taxpayers. Ordinance people have to follow. Now, you want to put it on a private sign, meaning that's on your own personal property, that you can do. Cannot put it on the right-of-way in front of your house. It has to be off on your own property. The sign can go up. The sign can be any size you want it to be. If it's a paid sign, meaning if you're paying Adams, Billboard, that kind of stuff, that's legal. All year round, these signs can be put up. But when it comes to township property, we do write an ordinance and they have to obey by it. The stuff you're stating was on the lady's private property. It was on her property. She's
And
legally
my
allowed to
sign's
do
on my
it.
property.
Yes, sir. You're right. Well, you called back and she said she was sorry because she wasn't perfectly clear. I personally called and got the exact words, what's written, and I knew about your case, and the case was on private property. If it was on the right-of-ways and stuff, they have the right to remove it, period. That's the law. If you want to research it, go right ahead.
Okay.
I did all that. You
All
got
right,
a
the
phone-
city
wait a
of
minute.
Waterloo
You got a phone
against
call back.
against Barton, the 5th District Court in 1992 disagreed.
On right-of-ways?
Yes, it was on the right of way. The city of Waterloo versus Durham, the 5th District Court, okay, in 1992, you can look it up, sir. I did my homework.
I believe Darlene
Disagrees.
has comment.
Yeah, darling.
I just wanted to clarify and
No,
ask.
I'm going to clarify. Well,
I
I'll
just
tell you.
wanted to
You put it on
clarify
private
that
property,
I
it's
called
fine.
and apologized
You
that
put
I
it
was
on
wrong.
township properties, don't follow the ordinance, I will have it removed. And we'll battle this in court, because I'll have no problem doing that, sir.
Fine.
So that's where it's gonna end up.
Because I'm standing up for the Constitution.
You have,
Alan, side by side, you know, your private website, you have a right to have that website. You have a right to your opinion, and what comes with that right is the responsibility of your words and your actions, sir.
And you also have the right to
Absolutely.
be responsible and courteous when you come in and discuss things with my help.
Yes,
And
sir.
let me make that clear.
I was just practicing my Bill of Rights, sir.
No. There's a
There's
a way to.
Ain't nothing in the Constitution about cursing.
I didn't curse at her.
You gotta treat people with respect.
Excuse me, but I will tell you this, my name is
Okay.
Ted York. I live at 116 Stony Creek Road.
I don't give a hell where you live. If he's cursing at people,
Excuse me,
he speak.
but he went with me. That's my property.
And did I curse?
This gentleman did not curse one time. I did. That's where you're wrong. So sorry about that. But I will tell you this. I got a phone call stating to me that they wanted $50 for a permit to put the sign on my
I
property.
had to pay $50
Excuse
for
me,
my
I'm
zoning
talking. You
permit.
can talk after I'm
What
done.
do you mean, bitching?
Pay your money, I don't care what you want.
alright, keep it down.
The thing of the whole thing was, I was then told that if I didn't pay the $50 permit, I was going to be charged a $500 fine. And Matthew Shutter's campaign was going to also be charged $500 fine.
Sir, were you contacted back? And it's you?
Yes, I was later on that day.
Same day,
But I will
correct?
tell you this, I
Guys
was.
are looking for a lawsuit.
Please, shut up for a minute, please. What I did do was, yes, I called my lawyer and so forth to find out exactly what rights I do have with my property that I pay taxes on. You were wrong.
Hey,
I was
did
right.
we admit we were wrong, or did we call you back? That was the question.
Yeah,
Yes.
several hours
That's,
later.
yeah, right, because I had to do the proper
But I will tell you
investigation.
this, in between that, before I got my phone call of your apology, I took a nice little ride up to your office here, which, yes, and I asked your receptionist if Dolly was in her office. I signed in and put the date and the time. I walked around the corner and I saw Dolly,